Because half the time, most people aren't even going to get to the end of this video and watch this part of the video. So why am I stressing out about it? This week I'm flying to New York to attend an Adobe conference as a VIP community member. And then the next day I'm flying to Canada for the Future Proof Creator Convention, where I am now presenting on the first evening. To find out how we got here, we need to go back in time. So welcome to Figure It Out with Fia episode 1. Finally. This is going to be hard. It just feels really hard. It was hard. And the hardest thing, people keep saying to me, why are you doing 75 days? That's so long. Yeah, it's actually really long. Day 3 or 4, day 4, I'm a different person already. Trade it all in a heartbeat for the weekend that I just had. And I know for a fact I'm a changed person. 75 hard isn't for you. And here's why. If you've been on the internet recently, you've probably seen people taking on the 75 hard challenge. The idea? Follow a strict set of rules for 75 days straight. 2 workouts a day, a gallon of water, no alcohol, no cheat meals, read 10 pages of a non-fiction book, and take a daily progress photo. It's positioned as a mental toughness challenge designed to build resilience. And for some people, that extreme all or nothing approach really works. But for most of us, it's demoralizing. The cycle of failing and restarting can be exhausting. But before we go any further, I have to be clear. I know why 75 hard works. It's an adapt or die challenge. You are meant to fail until you don't. It forces you into showing up for yourself because in reality, every single rule of 75 hard is technically doable. But here's the problem. If you're like me and you don't drink enough water to keep a houseplant alive, then the mental gymnastics of getting through even 30 days of this, well, yeah, the likelihood is that you won't, and you'll be left feeling like a failure. That's why so many people attempt 75 hard, fail a few times, and then never try again. And I wanted to avoid that. Look, I nearly fell into the trap. After a particularly heavy night out, my boyfriend and I decided to try 75 hard. I wanted to prove to myself that I could do it. I wanted the discipline, I wanted the transformation, and I wanted the bragging rights. But then I remembered something important. I barely leave the house some days, let alone work out twice a day. I sometimes forget to drink more than 500 milliliters of water. So a gallon? I would likely drown. And knowing that if I slipped up, I would have to start all over, well, I could end up doing 75 hard for the rest of my life. So I did what makes sense. I made a 75 hard for me. Nothing extreme, but still enough to push me. And honestly, it changed everything at first. Day 3 or 4, day 4, I'm a different person already. When I started, I thought I was taking the easy way out. But what I found out was these rules actually challenged me in all the right ways. I started showing up for myself. I built momentum. I was moving my body regularly. I rediscovered my love for fitness, and I got so consistent with Duolingo that to this day, I'm now past my 1-year streak. More importantly, I was getting outside more, which is something that I've really been struggling with. After COVID, I developed a kind of agoraphobia. I was completely comfortable staying in my safe space at home, but that comfort soon turned into avoidance. Going outside, even just for a walk, became a struggle for me. But with this challenge, I started pushing myself. And for the first time in a while, I stopped thinking about doing things and started actually doing them. I completely forgot that I'm not a morning person. Well, I wasn't. It's 6:45. And I was like, oh, come on, get out of bed, you lazy bitch. 6:45. When I finished 75 days, I thought that my new life was on the horizon. But then, just as quickly, I lost my habits. I had an amazing summer. I went to Thailand, to the Eras tour, to Ibiza with my girls. But I came back to a messy flat and a ruined sleep schedule. All the hard work I had done was down the drain. Bad habits had reformed, and all that was left to do was to start again. That's when I picked up Atomic Habits again. I'd started reading Atomic Habits during my 75, but I must have just stopped reading it. When I picked it back up, I discovered something too ironic to believe. I'd stopped right before the chapter about accountability. Well, I finished the book and I finally came to terms with the fact that the one thing that kept me through the challenge was accountability. So I made a decision. If I wanted to keep making progress, then I needed to make my journey public. Even if no one was watching, documenting my journey would keep me accountable. Yeah, easier said than done. Because I quickly learned that just wanting to become a content creator doesn't just magically give you the time to do it. Between 2 jobs, life, and everything that was going on, I was busy. I needed more than just discipline. I needed a way to manage everything. And that's when I realized it wasn't just discipline and accountability that got me through. It was structure. And so I turned to Notion. My camera died. But not like my camera just shut off and wouldn't turn on or off. I was worried. That was not today, Satan. Like, no, not after all this is my camera. Anyway, I don't know where we were. Where were we? I think we were in Notion. Bloody Notion. Oh my God. Okay. My camera died again. Like, not battery died, like there's something wrong. I've told myself I'm not allowed to buy a new camera until I've uploaded 6 YouTube videos. So I turned to Notion. And let me tell you, Notion is the fucking Wild West. When I opened it, I clicked around for about 10 minutes, accidentally broke something that I didn't make, and then just rage quit. But of course, like every great cowboy, I saddled up, jumped right back on the horse, and let me tell you, she gets the job done. So if that's something you're interested in and you want to see how I break down new skills, don't you dare. No. Oh, it's curling up. Let me just... Oh, what's that? Oh, God. Let me just stick this goddamn thing. There we go. That'll do. Aww. Oh, well. Oh, well. You don't have to do 75 hard. But you do have to do something if you want to make lasting change. Some people choose to do a 75 soft, and of course, that makes sense. I personally couldn't bring myself to do it because the name 75 soft, but it pissed me off. I found it patronizing. But I guess if you're the kind of person who would make a 75 hard challenge, or you go to CrossFit 7 times a week, then you probably do think that I'm soft. So fair enough. 75 hard is a mental toughness challenge. And if you actually want to make progress, I suggest you build a challenge based on your weaknesses. That's why I made a self-assessment tool. Yeah, except I never made the tool. I opened up Canva, got completely overwhelmed, started overthinking, and just kind of closed it and never looked at it again. Yeah, a lot has happened in 2 years, but don't you worry, because even though I didn't post anything, I still had the delusion that I was going to be a YouTube content creator. So I just like documented it most of those years. Better late than never, guys. I have to be completely honest that I am sick of watching my life pass me by. A lot has happened in the past 6 months, and we will get to that. I don't know what to say. I don't have all the answers. I don't know exactly where we're going with this, but I know that we're going forward, and there's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot to figure out. It's not going to be perfect. In fact, it's going to be far from it. It's not going to be polished. There will be, and I'm so sorry, but they're so sorry about the past. I have to put my hands up. There will be no AI scripts. This is all me. If you, and don't get me wrong, I've been there. Like, that whole thing was, I had to use AI to help me to write it because I was so nervous and scared and unable to articulate what I wanted to say, that I would share my story and then get it to kind of make it better. Anyway, a lot has happened. I've gotten over that. It's taken me a long time. I've started writing about it on Substack. If you're interested, follow me on Substack. If you want to learn to kind of find your own voice and not lose your creativity to a robot, I actually have a free course that I made called See, Think, Make, which should help you along your way. So I'll link that below. What else did I want to say? Yeah, as you can see, I'm not even gonna mess around anymore. It's just get it done. Because I don't want things to stop me from posting and sitting around thinking about scripts and optimizing for open loops and it's exhausting. I've got so much to do, but I don't want to hide anymore. So all I wanted to say is this isn't going to be a get rich quick scheme. It's not going to be fast. And for some people that might be incredibly boring, but it won't be, I promise, because I'm not boring. I'm not. But I have lost myself a little bit recently and I want to find myself again, and I'm excited to do that. Yeah, I think that's everything. I made some notes, but oh yeah, because I want to do this and help myself and change and reconnect with the world and being a human being and being fabulous. I figured some people might want that too and need that too. So I'm going to be the guinea pig. Once we've kind of gone through and discovered some things, I'm hopefully going to try and help other people do it as well. If it is something you're interested in, if you're feeling lost, if you're scared because AI, all sorts, and you just feel like you've lost your spark, then go to my website. I've set up a wait list for the course because it's good to find out if anybody else is feeling like this. So sign up to the wait list. I'll let you know. Well, I mean, if you follow me, then you'll know when it's ready. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited. And I think that's everything I wanted to say, right? One and done, guys. Just hit record, have a chat, and then go have a cup of tea. Because half the time, most people aren't even going to get to the end of this video and watch this part of the video. So why am I stressing out about it? I mean, granted, yes, I should get better at getting people interested so that they watch the whole entire video. Of course, give me a break. I'm terrible at hooks. That's literally why we were in this position, because I can't do titles and I can't do hooks, so nobody watches. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm not going to stress. We're going to have fun. And we're going to find out lots about ourselves. And then we're going to earn loads of money so that we can spend that money on more fun things. Next episode will probably be what I got up to in New York and Canada, because why the hell not? That's crazy. Oh, guys, I vlogged the 75. I vlogged the 75, so I'm going to share it. It's interesting. It's really interesting to watch it back. And this is why I think you should document everything, because you're going to see. You're going to see. Thank you for listening. I don't know what to say. I feel like that's everything. This is going to be a nightmare to edit, actually. Why am I making it harder for myself? Oh, yeah.